We live our lives on a schedule planned out to perfection. We watch the clock tick by, just waiting to do what's next. But what if our lives were taken in a blink of an eye? This happens to thousands every day because of a careless driving habit. My name is Josie Wiseman, and in the next few minutes, I will be explaining the importance of wearing a seatbelt and how it can draw the line between life and death. Studies show that the use of an adult seatbelt is the most effective way to save lives and reduce injuries, yet millions still deny the use of the seatbelt. Everybody has the ability to make choices every day, whether it is what you eat for breakfast or something major like where you are going to college. The decision is determined by the individual's opinion. One decision that shouldn't be determined by one's opinion is whether or not you should wear your seatbelt, especially at this age. From the age of 13 to 20 that die in a car crash from 2012, approximately 55% of them were not wearing their seatbelt at the time of the crash. That was over 50%. But what if the 55% were wearing their seatbelts? I bet half of them would be alive to this day. Seatbelts were invented in the 1890s, just as the automobiles came to America. With the addition to all the distractions, music, texting, and passengers that increase the risk of crash, 1.3 million crashes happen per year because of cell phones. I believe that everybody who is a driver needs to take precaution, whether there's a passenger or not, because you're not the only one driving on the roads. Officer Hubbard says people thrown from a vehicle are 4 more times likely to be killed than those who remain inside. Wearing a seatbelt and owning a car with airbags will prevent you from being thrown from a crash. Wearing a seatbelt helps your body slow down from the force of a collision. A lap and shoulder seatbelt spreads the force of a crash across your entire body. This will prevent serious injuries. The most important part of your body is your brain. The seatbelt is designed to protect your spinal cord and brain from critical injuries. Your shoulder strap holds you back from flying forward and having any contact with the dashboard. Newly updated cars have a sensor to detect whether the driver and passenger have their seatbelts on. It will ding until you lock the buckle into the hatch. Just because you have your seatbelt buckled doesn't mean you have it on correctly. For an example, my Papa hates wearing a seatbelt because it irritates his big belly. To avoid the dinging sound, he either buckles the seatbelt behind his back or brings a metal spoon from the house to shove in the hatch. Wearing it correctly is key. You should adjust your seatbelt so it formally fits your body. The strap should go across your chest, and the lap strap should fit tightly across your hips, according to everydayhealth.com. Reasons why you should buckle. It's the law. If you were pulled over and caught not wearing your seatbelt, you could be given a ticket. But in 1976, half of the states in America had their first seatbelt law, according to WMoon.com. People who do not realize that not wearing a seatbelt also affects others around you. Insurance companies receive higher medical bills, resulting in more serious injuries because customers decide not to wear their seatbelt. If your passenger isn't wearing their seatbelt and you crash, you could be charged with murder if they die. In conclusion, putting your seatbelt on will protect you and protect you from serious injuries and others from paying for your mistakes. Wearing your seatbelt is an easy solution to a big problem. Next time you get in a car, buckle up. Do it day after day, and before you know it, it will be a habit. Thank you.
Good.